Even the most seasoned travelers need a good reminder every now and again. Let's go on an adventure. Hello and welcome to season 2 of Capricious Conversations. I am so glad that you are here to join me today. Thank you for being so supportive through all of season 1, for everyone who's joined me, for everyone who's subscribed. Thank you. And you know what? Let's just keep this ball rolling. Invite your friends and share this with as many people as you know, and let's just try and keep Capricious Conversations rolling, and let's see if we can't hit another milestone. We already hit a bunch of milestones in season 1, like the first 50 episodes. Thank you so much for helping me to get there and for supporting me so far. It really means a lot. Season 2 is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be starting some new things on the show and kind of expanding on some of the old things that we've done. It's going to be really exciting, so definitely stay tuned. But today, as most of you know, I just recently came back from a fabulous trip in Poland. And if you've ever seen this show, you know that Poland is probably my favorite country on the face of the earth. Maybe second to America, maybe. Not really sure. I love Poland and it was fantastic, but here I was traveling with some other people and we kind of came up with a list that is just a really good checklist. Even if you're a super seasoned traveler, you need a reminder every now and again. And so here are the top 10 traveling lessons that everyone needs to know, and it's better if you learn them before you go. Number 10, monitor your responses. I've talked about this on a previous episode, How to Travel Gracefully. You can find that in the season 1 playlist, link in the description. But it's so important that you monitor how you respond to people. If somebody comes up to you with a plate of food that they've prepared lovingly and you're kind of like, that's really going to come across, and you could turn your really great time into not so great of a time really quickly. So always monitor your responses. Make sure that you are putting your best foot forward, even if you're super tired, even if you don't really want to eat what they prepared. Really monitor your response. Be kind, be gracious. Be courageous. Try that thing even if you're a little bit afraid of it, because it probably is good. And you'll never know if you don't try. Number 9, a little bit more on the practical side of things. Never turn down an opportunity to use the restroom, which is most important when you are on a trip with other people and you are not necessarily in charge of your schedule. You don't know when opportunities are going to present themselves, so when they do, take advantage of it. This is even good for road trips. If you're driving in a car, every time you stop at a gas station, homie, every time. Number 8 is similar. Never turn down a meal. If somebody offers you food, it is polite to take it. I am not saying that you have to eat a ton, and in fact, you probably shouldn't, but you should at least eat something of it. Acknowledge that they've gone to some effort to prepare it for you, and eat it. But that kind of plays into number 7. Always. Okay, I will not say always. I will say most of the time, because there are some cultures where if you leave something on your plate, it is very rude. But I will say most of the time, leave something on your plate. Because in a lot of other cultures, if you finish everything on your plate, they will give you another helping of it. Whether it's your 4th helping or whatever. If you finish it, you're getting some more. And that can be kind of hard on your body when you're traveling, so keep an eye out. But I will say this kind of plays into number 6. You must do research about the culture that you are visiting. Because you need to know if they're expecting you to finish everything. In some places, it is really super rude if you leave food on your plate. You need to know that. But also in doing your research, you need to understand which hand gestures are acceptable. You need to understand which idioms are acceptable. And I'm just going to give you a clue right now, Americans. Most of your idioms don't translate. So try and steer clear of idioms. But just do some research. Find out about the people that you're going to visit. And you know what? Try to be a little bit like them. It'll be a lot of fun, I promise. Number 5 kind of goes along with number 6. Learn some of the language. I did another episode a while back on key phrases that you need to know. Check it out, because there are 5 key phrases that you absolutely need to know when you are traveling abroad in every single language. But more than that, it's just it's really polite when you're going to a different country to show them some effort and show them that you are really trying to appreciate them and appreciate their culture and appreciate their language. And you know what? You're gonna have a lot of fun because languages are super awesome. Number 4, again, back to a little bit more of the practical matters here. Take a rolling suitcase or a strappable backpack. There are two camps when it comes to this issue, okay? There is the rolling suitcase camp and the strappable backpack camp. The strappable backpack, by the way, I'm thinking is more like kind of like a backpacking backpack, one that you would use for like camping and things like that. A little bit longer, but a strap that you can strap across your chest and a strap that you can strap across your waist. I am very firmly in the strappable backpack camp because I don't like to have anything behind me, and especially with some wheels, sometimes those wheels break, you know, and it can be a real bummer if you're trying to run through a subway with a rolling suitcase. I am much more a fan of the strappable backpack because I like to be able to throw it on and then I can run up the stairs, because a lot of subways in Europe do not have escalators, people. You can run up the stairs if you need to and you don't have to worry about anything. You just strap it on and go. However, I totally see the points of the rolling suitcase also. It takes all the stress off your shoulders, and it also is pretty quick. And if you needed to haul it up the stairs, you probably could do that. So, but I mean, it's just whatever works for you, whichever camp you're in, but you need one of those two things because it is going to make your life a lot easier in the airport. Duffel bags? No, they do not do it. And sometimes even those little, you know, like briefcasey thingies, your hands will get tired. Trust me, you want either a rolling suitcase or a strappable backpack. Number 3, get a good pair of shoes. Especially when you're traveling, and unless you're taking like a bus tour, you're gonna be walking a lot. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret, guys. You are going to experience so much more of the culture by doing that than you would if you just took a bus tour. I've talked about this before, but get off the bus, get out of the touristy places, and go find out what real life is like. Because real life is pretty cool in most of these places. But to experience real life, you're gonna have to walk to get there, and so you are going to need a good pair of shoes. Also, do not buy those shoes like right before you leave. You're gonna wanna break them in before you go. Number 2, always smile. This kind of goes along with monitoring your responses, but if you have a smile on, you're gonna seem warm and friendly, even if you're having a bad day. And it's gonna put your best foot forward, and it's gonna give people a good impression. So smile. You're never fully dressed without a smile. The number 1 travel lesson that every traveler needs to know, I don't care where you're going. You could be traveling 20 miles to a campsite. The thing you need to know most of all is that you have to be flexible. Things likely are not going to go according to plan. And you know what? Most of the time, it turns out really awesome when it doesn't. This last time when I was in Poland, I didn't honestly have much of a plan other than teaching English for the time that I did. After that, I had no plans, and we ended up taking one of the coolest trips to Warsaw. We were there for the Powstanie Warszawskie Memorial, and it was super awesome. And I could never have planned that. It was just such a surprise. And you know what? Being flexible let that surprise happen. If I had been totally rigid, I probably would have stayed in Białogard and missed a really cool experience. So don't be so rigid that you miss really cool experiences. Also, I'm just gonna let you in on a little secret here, guys. If you're super rigid, you are going to get frustrated in a hurry, and then you're gonna be kind of a bummer to be around. But if you're flexible, then you are going to let those experiences happen. You are going to have an amazing time, and it's gonna surprise you how awesome of a time you're gonna have. So just let it roll, homies, because it's gonna be cool. If you have any other travel lessons that you think are super important that I missed, hit me up in the comments, hit me up on social media, and let me know. Let's have a conversation about this. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and thank you for sharing this video with all your friends. Let's go on an adventure.